Archangel Michael says this moment is no accident. The weight pressing on your chest, that strange shiver that runs through you, the sense that something unseen is calling your attention, none of it is random. It is a sign that your life is about to collide with a truth you were never meant to overlook. The air around you is heavy, almost as if it's thick with whispers that only your spirit can hear. Every step you take feels guided, like invisible hands are trying to redirect you toward a hidden path. The revelation is close, so close it could knock on your door before you even finish hearing this. You know this because your nights have been restless, your dreams strangely intense, and your thoughts circling the same person or event like a compass locked onto its north. It's not your imagination. Heaven has been aligning threads in your life for this very unveiling. Even as you sit still, you can feel that something is moving around you, pressing against your spirit, trying to break through the veil. This isn't just coincidence, it's an emergency message, meant to keep you from losing everything that belongs to you. Type Amen to get blessing 333. There is someone tied to your destiny who has been holding back their truth. They've been playing a careful game, showing you only fragments of themselves, but their full story is about to shatter your expectations. This truth could either lift you into abundance or wound you deeper than you imagined. Your intuition has not been wrong. The reason you keep feeling pulled to look over your shoulder, to reread old conversations, or to question why certain things feel off is because the veil of deception is thinning. The mask is slipping, and what lies beneath will change everything you thought you knew. Even now, the forces of light are working to make sure the truth reaches you before it's too late. That is why your steps are heavy, your spirit restless, and your eyes unable to ignore the strange signs flashing in your path. A revelation isn't just coming, it's already begun. The moment you leaned into this message, you activated the chain of events that will drag secrets into the open. And once they are revealed, you can never return to the person you were before. Type Amen to get blessing 444. There is a document, whether physical or spoken, that carries the weight of this hidden truth. It has been locked away, guarded, or delayed by someone who feared what you would do once you found out. But it cannot remain hidden any longer. The person who has been circling your life knows their time is running out. They feel the pressure too, and their silence is beginning to crack. Watch how they speak to you now, how their eyes shift, how their voice trembles. They are close to confession. Archangel Michael says this revelation may break your heart before it heals you, but it is necessary for your transformation. You will never rise to your true destiny if the lies around you remain unchallenged. And so, the truth will be forced out, even if it comes through confrontation, exposure, or a shocking admission. When it does, you will finally understand why your spirit has been restless, why heaven has been nagging you night after night. Type Amen to get blessing 555. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Someone connected to you has been weaving stories, trying to keep control over your choices. They thought you would never sense the undercurrent of deception, but your spirit picked it up before your mind could name it. That's why you've been feeling uneasy. It is your soul warning you that clarity is near. Even the angels have been shifting events, moving people, and pushing circumstances closer to collision so the truth cannot be denied. Soon, their words will betray them, and their actions will reveal more than they intended. This isn't punishment, it is justice. The forces of light are ensuring that what has been hidden in shadows must now step into the brilliance of divine exposure. You are standing on the threshold of a revelation that will make you tremble, but it will also make you free. The chains that bound your future are about to fall away, and your spirit will finally be able to soar into what was always promised. Type Amen to get blessing 666. The whispers of heaven are swirling faster now, almost like a storm forming in silence. You can sense it in the small disruptions, a sudden message that feels out of place, a call that goes unanswered, a glance that hides more than it shows. These fragments are not accidents. They are pieces of a puzzle that is about to snap into clarity. Your heart already knows what your mind tries to deny. You've seen enough signs to feel the tremor of truth shaking under the surface, waiting to burst free. When it does, the ground beneath your life will shift forever. The person involved cannot keep hiding behind their mask. Their secrets are becoming too heavy to hold, and their shadows are leaking through their carefully constructed image. Very soon, their truth will find you whether they want it or not. And when it does, you will have no choice but to face it. Heaven will not allow you to look away. This is the moment where destiny decides if you rise higher or collapse under the weight of revelation. Type Amen to get blessing 777. The truth may come suddenly, perhaps in words spilled carelessly, or in a confession forced by guilt. It might arrive in a letter, a recording, or a slip of the tongue that was never meant to reach your ears. However it comes, it will be undeniable. Archangel Michael says heaven is preparing your heart, so that when this happens, you are not destroyed by shock. Instead, you will be able to stand taller than before, even as your tears fall. This revelation is not meant to crush you, it is meant to unlock you. Already, you are being positioned to step into a chapter that requires clarity and strength. Deception can no longer be the foundation of your relationships, your future, or your blessings. This is why heaven has been so relentless in pulling at your intuition. The more you try to silence it, the louder it becomes. The voice inside you is not paranoia, not overthinking, it is the divine truth vibrating against your spirit, refusing to be ignored. The countdown to the unveiling has already begun. Type Amen to get blessing 888. The atmosphere around you is charged, like the moment before lightning splits the sky. You can feel it in your chest, in the sudden chills that sweep through you, in the way your thoughts race in circles around the same unresolved questions. This isn't random, it's preparation. Your destiny is woven with a golden thread, but someone has been trying to cut it and tie it to their own advantage. They've kept pieces of the truth from you, thinking they could manipulate the flow of your future. But heaven has seen it all. Their silence, their games, their attempts to steer your choices have not gone unnoticed. Every lie spoken in secret is about to echo into the open. The revelation will not only shock you, it will shake them to their core. This is why your spirit has been restless, why every attempt to move forward has been blocked. You weren't meant to take the next step without the light of truth illuminating your path. Type Amen to get blessing 999. The closer this truth draws, the heavier the energy becomes. You may feel drained, pulled down by a weight you cannot name, because your spirit is already bracing for impact. Don't dismiss this feeling, it is confirmation that the revelation is near. There is no way to prepare for the exact words you'll hear, but heaven promises this: you will not face it alone. The angels are encircling you, giving you strength that you cannot yet see but will desperately need. What is coming may sting at first, like a wound reopened. But after the initial shock, you will finally understand why everything unfolded the way it did. The pain will make sense because it will give way to freedom. And in that freedom, you will discover a power you didn't realize you carried all along. The chains are breaking. The curtain is lifting. The truth is walking toward you as you listen to these words. Type Amen to get blessing 111. The silence around you has become louder than words. You can sense the presence of something waiting to break through, like a shadow pressing against a locked door. That pressure you feel is heaven's way of warning you: change is seconds away. The revelation will not wait for the perfect moment. It will arrive when you least expect it, striking like thunder at the height of calm. And once it strikes, you will never be able to see your life the same way again. The people around you feel it too, even if they don't admit it. That's why their behavior has shifted, why their words feel measured, why they are careful about what slips from their mouths. They are guarding a truth that is getting harder to contain. But heaven has already declared that their silence cannot last. The truth will pour out, flooding everything it touches, clearing away the fog you've been walking through. And in that clarity, you will finally see who has stood with you and who has stood against you. Type Amen to get blessing 222. You may notice small disruptions leading up to this moment. A sudden change in tone, an odd mistake that feels intentional, a piece of evidence falling into your lap. These are not coincidences, they are cracks in the wall of secrecy. Archangel Michael says you must be strong when the full truth bursts through. The words may sting, the evidence may leave you trembling, but your spirit will not be broken. What was meant to destroy you will instead transform you. Already, the heavens are aligning events to give you the courage to face what is coming. The very moment you feared is also the very moment you will rise into strength you never thought possible. This truth is a sword, it cuts, but it also frees. And once the cut is made, the weight you've been carrying in silence will finally fall away. Type Amen to get blessing 313. The time of pretending is almost over. Masks are slipping, voices are cracking, and secrets are struggling to stay buried. It is impossible to stop what has already been set in motion. Your intuition has been screaming because your soul already knows. The whispers you hear, the sense of urgency you feel, the sleepless nights, they are signs that your inner self is preparing for the blow and the breakthrough. The people who once believed they could control the narrative will soon lose their grip. The truth is rising like smoke from a hidden fire, and nothing can contain it anymore. You will see it, you will hear it, and you will not be able to deny it. This is why heaven has been pulling you back every time you tried to ignore the signs. They needed you ready. They needed you awake. And now, you are. Type Amen to get blessing 414. The revelation carries both weight and promise. It will strip away illusions, leaving only the raw and undeniable core of reality. For a moment, you may feel shattered, but only so you can be rebuilt stronger than before. The restless energy surrounding you will not subside until the truth is spoken. The tension is not here to punish you, it is here to prepare you for the impact of reality. Every nerve in your body is already bracing. When the moment arrives, you will not only know what has been hidden, you will also know who you truly are in the light of that knowledge. This is your awakening, the beginning of a new chapter carved by honesty and divine timing. And from that moment forward, no lie, no deception, no illusion will ever hold power over you again. Type Amen to get blessing 515. The weight in the air is undeniable now. Every moment feels charged, as though the very walls around you know they're about to echo with truth. The revelation is too close to stay hidden much longer. Your body already reacts to it, you feel sudden chills, a racing heart, an urge to pause and listen. These are not random sensations, they are signals that the unseen is becoming seen. You are standing on the edge of a spiritual unveiling. The ones holding back the truth know their time is almost gone. That's why their voices shake, why their stories no longer line up, why their presence feels uneasy when they're near you. Their secret is becoming too heavy to bear. Heaven will not allow this cycle of silence to continue. The light is breaking through the cracks, and once it pours out, there will be no way to hide what has been buried. The truth is walking straight toward you now. Type Amen to get blessing 616. There is a sacred reason your spirit has been restless. Each sleepless night, each repeated thought, each unshakable pull in your chest is proof that you are aligned with what heaven is preparing to show you. You are not imagining it, your intuition has been correct all along. Archangel Michael says the revelation will not only expose deception but also reveal your strength. You will see that even in betrayal or shock, your soul carries the power to rise. The truth is not just coming to you, it is unlocking you. Every trial you've endured until now has been preparing you for this moment. The lies that surrounded you will fall apart, but you will remain standing, stronger than the storm. This moment is not destruction, it is transformation. When the ashes clear, you will see your destiny brighter than ever before. Type Amen to get blessing 717. The truth may come in fragments at first. A slip of the tongue, a misplaced word, a sudden confession, small sparks that ignite the fire of revelation. Each fragment will confirm what your heart already knows. The storm of exposure will not be gentle, but it will be necessary. Shadows cannot stay in the presence of light, and everything hidden must rise to the surface. This is the design of heaven, your freedom cannot be delayed. The one who tried to weave illusions around you underestimated your strength. They thought you would break when the truth surfaced, but instead, you will stand taller than before. Their deception will become your confirmation. Your destiny is not tied to their lies. The moment they are revealed, you will finally step out of the cage built for you and into the wide-open sky that belongs to you. Type Amen to get blessing 818. Even now, heaven is preparing the stage for what is about to happen. Circumstances are shifting, events are aligning, and conversations are being set in motion that will bring the truth directly to your ears. Nothing can stop this revelation, it has already been written. The more they try to resist, the more obvious their guilt becomes. They cannot silence what heaven has decided must be spoken. Every effort to control the narrative will collapse under the weight of divine timing. The truth carries power, it pierces like fire, it exposes like lightning, and it heals like the sunrise after a long night. That power is moving closer to you with every passing moment. Soon, the nagging intuition that has followed you like a shadow will give way to undeniable clarity. You will finally understand why your soul has been restless all this time. Type Amen to get blessing 919. The silence before the storm is breaking. You may feel sudden waves of anxiety, bursts of unease, or chills that come without warning. These are the ripples of revelation pushing closer to your reality. The people tied to this truth can no longer carry their secret without cracks showing. Their words falter, their movements betray them, their silence is louder than their speech. You can sense their fear, even if they try to mask it. Your intuition is not guessing, it is confirming. You have been guided to see through the illusions long before they collapse, so the shock doesn't destroy you when it finally comes. The revelation is almost in your hands. The threads of lies are unraveling, one by one. And soon, the whole fabric of deception will rip apart, leaving only the naked truth standing before you. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. This unveiling will arrive like a strike of lightning, sudden, unstoppable, and undeniable. It may come through an unexpected voice, a hidden message, or a moment where the universe forces truth into the open. However it appears, it cannot be ignored. Archangel Michael says the truth has been delayed but never denied. Every moment of silence, every attempt to keep you blind, was only building the pressure for this eruption. The explosion of clarity will change everything. Even as you read these words, the shift is already happening. The atmosphere in your life has changed because heaven is moving pieces into place for the exposure. You are seconds closer with every heartbeat. This is not a warning to fear, it is a promise of freedom. The lies will shatter, but your spirit will rise. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. The people tied to this truth have underestimated divine timing. They believed they could bury their secrets forever, but heaven has already chosen the hour of unveiling. That hour is now racing toward you. Their fear is rising, because they know what's coming. They may attempt to distract you, twist stories, or hide behind half-truths, but none of it will hold against the fire of revelation. Everything will burn down to its pure core. The same intuition that has been nagging you is the same force pulling you to prepare. You feel it in your bones that something massive is about to break. And when it does, there will be no going back. This isn't just a chapter ending. It's an entire book closing, so a new one can finally begin in your life. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. The storm is closer than ever. You may notice electronics glitching, conversations repeating, dreams growing more vivid. These are the signals of spiritual activity heightening around you. Nothing about this is random. The air feels charged, heavy, because heaven is breathing revelation into your life. The angels are standing guard, making sure when this truth explodes, you are protected in spirit and strength. What is hidden has power in the dark, but once dragged into the light, it loses its grip. That grip is already slipping, and the one who held it knows they cannot keep control much longer. The countdown is nearly finished. The hour of truth is already echoing in your spirit. Prepare yourself, because the moment is about to arrive. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. The unseen pressure is no longer distant, it is at your doorstep. You may feel your chest tighten, your spirit ache, your thoughts circle endlessly. These are not accidents, they are warnings that the truth is seconds away from breaking into your life. Every attempt to hide has failed. The lies are collapsing under their own weight, and the people behind them are scrambling. Their voices shake, their movements reveal panic, and their silence screams louder than any confession. Your intuition has been screaming because it was always aligned with heaven's timing. You weren't wrong, not for a moment. Every strange feeling you brushed aside was actually the whisper of destiny trying to keep you aware. Now, that whisper is no longer quiet. It has become a roar. And the roar is shaking the walls of deception until they crumble. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. The revelation is not a distant event, it is already unfolding. Every interaction, every unusual slip, every sudden feeling is proof that the moment is here. You cannot outrun it, because it has been written for you. Archangel Michael says this unveiling is part of your destiny. It may sting at first, but it will also break the chains that have kept you bound. You will finally breathe in freedom you've never felt before. The one who thought they could control your path will watch their plans disintegrate. The lies they spun will return to haunt them, and the truth will shield you instead of shattering you. This is the hour where justice and revelation walk hand in hand. Nothing hidden will remain buried any longer. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. The very energy around you testifies to what's coming. Time feels distorted, days feel heavier, and your soul senses something you cannot quite explain. These are all the ripples of a truth pressing against reality, desperate to be seen. The walls that kept you in the dark are already cracking. The sound of truth is echoing through, piece by piece, preparing you for the flood. There is no force strong enough to stop what heaven has ordained. You may feel fear, but within that fear is power. That power is the confirmation that this is not the end, it is the beginning. The revelation is not coming to destroy you, but to set you free. And once it arrives, your destiny will no longer be delayed. The doors locked against you will swing open. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. The people hiding the truth are restless now. Their nerves betray them, their stories no longer match, and their carefully rehearsed lines are beginning to fracture. They know the moment of exposure is coming. Your soul has already sensed their panic. That is why your thoughts race, why you replay conversations, why you feel an unshakable pull toward clarity. You are not chasing shadows, you are following the light. The revelation will strike like lightning. Sharp, sudden, and impossible to deny. It will carve through every illusion and expose the core of reality. And when it does, you will finally understand why your heart has carried this weight for so long. The burden will lift, and truth will take its place. Type Amen to get